Right now, I'm holding the head of a camel, a crucial ingredient for one of the most shocking foods you will find in the country of Morocco. Today, I'm on a mission to uncover extreme Muslim food.
It looks insane.
Foods that follow Islamic dietary laws, but are so rare and so unusual, you won't find them anywhere else in the world.
This one's very big. This cow must have been a heavy drinker, or at least used ketamine.
And by the end of this video, I'll be coming head to head
Holy cow.
with a camel head.
Always when they sacrifice, the head is sold.
But first, an outlandish
Well, the thing is about this kind of foods are they are the one who you decide to eat because it's not really for everyone, as you can see. This is a head of a camel, and I think that's not really very common for everyone. As far as I know, I never eaten a camel, and all of my friends never do and will never do. So, Best Ever Food Review Show is actually appreciated as he can actually try everything at his own pacing, and that's what I like about him. He is never exaggerating everything. He just wants to give the honest review, you know. Yes.
For everything to a plate, don't forget the fat and toss some of that classic local bread on the side.
You take a piece of bread, it should be cut with hands, and then look. This is a technique.
Oh.
And then you do like this. Your fingers don't even touch, you know?
Well, it touched a little bit.
My thumb is doing an alley-oop. I've got some oil, I've got the egg, I've got the meat. Is the meat gonna be tough? Last time I touched it, it was like a rope. Dining with me, celebrity chef Najat, who years ago hosted none other than Gordon Ramsay.
I love how it tastes.
Now he is eating
the muscle fiber
barbecue made of
texture of
goat's liver, canon's liver. So this is getting very interesting, as you can see. So in my case, I think this will be one for the books for his journey, as he's been trying to eat everything in this world, and this will be one that he will remember forever.
I like it. It's really addictive.
No, it's very nice.
It's better than just eggs. It's better than any single component here alone. They work together like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. All right, I want to talk about something else. When I go to Muslim countries where people are eating all halal, you generally don't find that many bizarre foods. In doing research for this country, I did find there were many foods that, even though they are halal, still I would categorize as kind of bizarre.
Yes, sir. I have a lovely camel head with the tongue and everything, with the eyes, waiting for us.
Would this be considered bizarre, especially to some younger folks here in Morocco?
Yes, sir.
Camel, while not as common as beef or lamb, remains a cherished delicacy in Morocco. It's often enjoyed in the form of a burger patty or sausage, but eating the whole head? Well, that's for those who have completely lost their minds.
Holy cow. Yeah, I don't know what I was expecting, but this is a big camel. YouTube doesn't like stuff like this, but this is food.
Sacrifice.
Sacrifice.
With respect.
And respectfully, I want to give it a little bit of a sniff. Ooh.
Smell animal.
Yeah, it still smells like a camel pasture. It's heavy, by the way. This is like a 20-pound head. How common is it to eat the head versus the meat?
Always when they sacrifice, the head is sold.
Najat, let's do it.
Let's go.
Can I get a takeaway bag or perhaps a small crate?
Najat is headed to a restaurant to whip up a mysterious meatloaf made from camel spleen. Meanwhile, I'm handling the camel head, starting its transformation into something resembling food by first singeing off its hair.
He came to Tanzania and he ate a kidney raw. And
right down
how
here is the oven, and the guy
would you
who's anxiously
think
anticipating
of
my
eating
camel
that
head.
if
Here's the
you're
problem. Everybody in the
living
neighborhood
in the
here
world of a
gets their bread
city,
baked, but
in the
going
world
that same
in
oven,
get to work
right?
9
How
to
is it
5
gonna
and
affect
everything,
the taste of the
that
bread?
would
I'm not
be,
gonna stick around to
oh
find
my God, right? So
Here we go.
he has
Here's
been
the
very
camel
good
head. Oh,
with
he just
this,
grabs it
and
right
I
by
like
the head,
how
and he's
really
gonna go
honest he
straight
is
into the
with
oven
this
it,
kind of
and he
foods,
shoves
and
it deep inside
I
into the
suggest
flame.
that he try
So
more
far,
because
it
this
smells
has
a
been
bit, but it's not
interesting,
overwhelming
and
yet. I'm
he
told it's gonna
never
take 30 minutes
does
to burn all the way off,
boring
and then we go
videos.
on
So
to the next step.
subscribe
That
to
is a
Best
big
Ever
and
Food
unruly
Review
cat
Show.
there is the cow's
He's
udder.
making
These are
another
the
video
mammary
for
glands of
another
the
channel.
cow. So that is
Like
gonna be
he's
part of our
Best
next
Ever Review
meal.
Show
Also, there's
again.
soup.
Like
Let's
he's
go.
just making
When
some
the order comes in,
other
he
things
chops
up.
the
So
tender
yeah.
meat into bite-sized pieces and plates them up. The meat gets a sprinkle of cumin, salt, and chili powder for a bold kick of flavor. And to keep up with tradition, the organs are served alongside a soup made of legumes and tomatoes, some sweets on the side, and that old familiar bread.
Right here we have our adventurous lunch before me. First, soup. This looks delicious. It looks thick, hearty. Okay. Heartwarming, especially on a cool day like this in Morocco. I'm gonna work my way up to the cow udder. But first we have the cow tongue,
a camel
and then
head.
Right here, the cow cheek. The cheek is one of the most prized parts of the cow. As with many of the foods here, you gotta get some bread gloves, grab a big load of meat, and push it on with your thumb. That is delicious and heavy. If this got steamed a little bit longer, it would be too long. This is almost becoming a paste. It is so soft. It's almost breaking down into nothing. And then we have this right here. This is the tongue of the cow. Here we got bigger, broader, more distinct chunks. This really looks delicious. Now, what's interesting about this place is you can either get the meat cut up on a plate like this, or you can have them jam it into a sandwich for you, but I've gone with the meat on the plate option. That's delicious. Oh, the texture is awesome. And then there's just one meat remaining. Take a look at that. This is the cow udder. It is a strange interconnected maze of tissues meant to create and distribute milk out the nipples. I'm gonna try to rip it in half just to show you how soft and tender it's gotten. Now compare that to the texture of the udder that we ate in Thailand, which was kind of tough and stretchy. This is gonna be a completely different experience, so let's go for it. What?
It's like corned beef?
A little bit spongy, but it's been steamed so long, the tissues are really just almost falling apart. Wow. And there's a crap load of salt on there too. It's broken down, it's soft, but the texture is unlike anything I've had before. As you break it open, it just looks slightly bizarre. But as you eat it, it's very soft and it's fairly indistinguishable from the cow cheek, for example. When I ate this in Thailand, it was kind of milky. It had a dairy aftertaste to it, but here, there's none of that. Well, it really just tastes like salt and cumin, because that's what they put on here. I like it. This is something new. This is also gonna be our final taste of cow, because now we're graduating up to the camel.
The camel head, now broken down, heads to its final stop, Najat's restaurant. First, she seals her traditional steamer with flour paste to direct the heat to the top. The head goes in one terrifying piece at a time. After adding salt, Najat places the lid on top. Once fully braised, she plates up the camel head and serves it along with salt, cumin, and paprika. At last, our ultimate bizarre Moroccan dinner can begin.
Najat, you've outdone yourself. Moments ago, I was holding the whole head of a camel in my hands, and now I'm kind of blown away by what I'm seeing here. It's like a big pile of bones and skin and meat. What a glow up. But we're not gonna start with this. Instead, we're gonna start with this. The spleen.
And inside is a planet.
Whether it's your spleen or that of the camel, this organ is in charge of filtering and recycling blood.
It has a nice sheen on it, like it's just been rubbed down with baby oil.
Bueno, baby oil. I could make a joke, but I'm gonna keep it.
It turns out it can also be used as a sausage-like casing after being stuffed with ground camel meat, olives, and spices.
The next move is, if you allow me, to make a little sandwich for you with my hands.
Please. So you split the bread in half. Ooh, and then you attack it from an angle.
Yes, sir. I will remove the fat if you don't mind.
Will you make some for yourself too?
I will, chef. I call you chef, yeah?
More of a mid-tier YouTuber.
You are a human being who show the job that we do.
I've got my spleen, I've got my salad.
A little bit spicy if you like. And then you just eat it.
Oh, wow. That is remarkable. There's so much flavor. I can't believe how juicy and delicious this turned out.
I like it.
Oh,
Completely
that's
not
a
what I
cow?
expected.
You know, Morocco is a country
But can
of
you
color,
imagine
flavors,
eating that
lovely heart.
and knowing
Like a
where did that
processed
came from?
meat loaf in the way that has
That's
its
the thing that
uniform
boggles
texture.
my mind,
A
as you
big
know,
piece of bologna or
if
something
you're
like
gonna
that.
eat
For me,
something like a
it's very
chicken or a
garlicky.
beef
There's
or a
cumin,
pork,
tons of animal
you
fat.
don't really
Garlic is one of the most beautiful
see how
probiotics
it
that we need
came
to put
from.
into
You know,
our
you just
system.
eat
Well,
it
my wife
out of
doesn't
a
like it if
restaurant.
I
You're gonna
eat
see
it
it served, and
Listen,
you're gonna just
have
gonna
a
eat
chewing
it
gum. What can I say?
without knowing
In a moment, we're gonna
or
try the
without.
camel, but first I wanna learn a little bit more
actually,
about you.
you know it
grew
where
up
it came
in
from,
Spain.
but
In San Sebastian, born in San
you won't
Sebastian.
even think of it as you didn't even see how it got to
What's
that
drawn you
point.
to Morocco?
So
The
that
power of
would
the
be
universe.
my side of
parents, every
story,
summer,
and
they went to Fez. I had to walk
I'm not
barefoot.
sure
I walked
how
with
he
appointments
reacts to
and
this
meal
kind of
and
stuff,
lovely, wonderful
but I think
vegetables.
he is just there, just giving us natural, raw reaction of how everyone would do that. And not really everyone can actually eat that. So, big part for Best Rival Food Review Show. And if you guys like this kinds of opinion, you just follow and tell this kind of video, share it to everyone, and also leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And let's go to the top.
Cheers.